In the summer, we all get hot and sweaty, and I know that as well as anybody else. I sweat like a pig. So I don't want makeup on that is too thick or too heavy that I can feel is on my face. So I tend to switch it up a little bit in the summer. If you'd like to see what kind of makeup I wear in the summer, do keep watching.
Hey! So first thing I'm going to do is put a primer on, and I'm using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This one is pretty good actually. I like it because it doesn't have any silicone in. My previous one sometimes I felt like didn't sink into my skin very well, but this one is really lovely and it's also quite moisturising. Now I'm going to get stuck into the concealer, and I'm using a mixture of the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer and the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I really like the Collection one, but it is a little bit too light for me, so which is why I'm mixing it. And the Rimmel one is really nice in the way that it has a bit of a shimmer to it in the sunshine, so absolutely perfect for the summer. So I'm doing like stripes underneath my eyes to make sure that I get a good balance of colour between the two. And I'm taking my trusty damp beauty blender and blending that one all in underneath my eyes in a little triangle and just above on my eyelids as well. And also taking a little bit on my forehead just to try and brighten that area up as well, because I also get a few blemishes there. I'm going to dot all over those in the light Collection concealer, just because it is really light, and I know it looks bad at the moment, but I will show you how it works afterwards. Now I'm going to take the Rimmel Clear Complexion. It did break. It was actually a fixed powder, but it's in pieces now. And I'm going to take that with my Real Techniques powder brush from the Bold Metals collection and just set all that concealer underneath my eyes, because there's nothing I hate more than eye bag creases. So just powdering that all on there, quite a heavy layer of it. And then I'm going to take my Bare Minerals foundation. Now this is the main part of this summer look. It's a powder foundation, which means that it's not heavy at all. You can't really feel it on the skin, but because it is a foundation, it does have quite a good coverage, which is why I'm dabbing it carefully over the places where I've had blemishes and spots. And because it was such a light base to go on, it just looks like part of the rest of your face. And then I'm going and buffing it into the rest of my face, making sure that I get enough coverage across my cheeks. You don't want anything too light, but this is quite a buildable foundation. So if you're a person that likes having a really good coverage, then this one definitely can give it to you. Now to fix my brows, so I'm using the MUA Pro Brow. This is an old trusty brow palette that I've got. It cost me about £3-4 from Superdrug, I think, and it's just again a powder formulation. So I'm using the Real Techniques Bold Metals, I think it's the angled liner brush, to actually apply this. I'm using small strokes across my eyebrow, making sure not to do anything too heavy right in the centre, because that's when your brows start to look not very natural at all. And I like mine to be quite natural. Now I'm going to set my brows using the L'Oreal Brow Artist. This one's just the clear one. Again, this is an old favourite of mine. It just sticks your brows in place and makes sure that they don't go the wrong way or they don't stick up in odd directions. And it does keep it, as long as you don't smudge it at all yourself, does keep it quite stick in for the rest of the day. Now on to contour, blush and highlight, and I'm using the Rimmel Kate Moss little face palette there. I really like this one, and you probably, if you've seen my favourites video, know that I already like it due to its light pigmentation. So it's really good for the summer, for a casual everyday kind of wear as well, when you don't want anything too heavy or too noticeable or too drastic. So just dragging that underneath my cheekbones where the natural shadow forms, a little bit around my forehead and to conceal my double chin as well. I'll also use this palette for the highlighter and the blush, so just taking a tiny dab of that and putting it on my cheekbones. Again, these are both Real Techniques brushes that I've used. I do like them a lot. And then going in with my Rimmel Exaggerate Smoke and Shine liner. So as I mentioned before, this is exactly the same one that I use throughout the year, purely because I hate pencil liners that you have to sharpen. Cannot get on with them at all. They keep breaking. So this one's a nice twist up one that you don't need to worry about sharpening or getting splinters in your eye or anything like that. On the end it also has a tiny little smudger, which I'll just go along and smudge the top of my eyeliner just to make it look a little bit more natural. And then I'm going to take an eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes because they do not curl without it. And the mascara I'm going to use is the one from, what is that? Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm not sure what I think about this one. I've been using it for a few days now, and there's quite a lot of product in it, maybe because it's quite new, so I find that my lashes stick together and it's an okay, it doesn't make my eyelashes go back down like a lot of them do, so it's a fairly standard one, but I mean it's not like wow worthy. And then going in with my signature look with a little bit of white in the corners, so using the Rimmel London eyeshadow in the white colour. And then for the summer, I don't like to go too heavy on the lips, so just chucking on a wee bit of lip balm there, making sure that it's not all over my face. And there you have it. My summer everyday makeup routine is done. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again next week. Bye!